Hi there, welcome to the key to all of this. I am.
Hi.
Thank you, Dylan, for that bold interjection. Scared me half to death. I should turn down the volume on my headphones on
I
these
wasn't sure if you were talking to me or you were
1986.
talking to the listeners. Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to the whoever will listen, really. Um,
Yeah.
Today's episode's a fun one because it's about a character who's on the periphery of so much in Star Wars, and
Hmm.
he's awful at his job. He's great at his job. He's the pirate we all love to hate to love. Hondo
Dexter.
Dexter.
Dexter, the grill master.
Yeah, Hondo Ohnaka.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I was kind of hesitant about this because my, I wanted to just get this out of the way immediately because when I first heard Hondo speak, I hated this character. Not because of like his accent or whatever, but or whatever he said. It was that Jim Cummings is the voice actor of him, and it sounds so much like Cat from Cat Dog. And Cat from Cat Dog is like my least favorite cartoon character of all time. So I just kept being reminded of how mean this cat is to Cat Dog.
I immediately think of Pete from
Okay, yep.
like Mickey Mouse, like Goofy's friend.
Hmm.
Um, and I always thought it was the same guy, but it's Jim Cummings. Jim Cummings, a very
Yeah,
gifted impersonator. He's really good.
yeah. Winnie the Pooh as well.
Oh, really? That's I didn't know that.
Oh, bother.
Oh, Baldo.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
He does Tigger. He does Pete, Darkwing Duck, Hondo,
well,
Cat from Cat Dog.
he really brings in
Bender? No, he doesn't do Bender.
Dexter,
Yeah, Dexter.
the serial killer Dexter.
Oh, yeah, not Dexter from the diner.
Yeah, no.
These are Camino dots.
um, yeah. So one of the fun facts I learned about Hondo Ohnaka is that he dated Aura Singh, the bounty hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and which I
Yeah,
find really
I have
funny.
that in my notes too.
Yeah, and I mean it's like they used to date, but throughout their like interactions that we see, she kills like members of his crew in front of him. Like
Hmm.
he's like a very happy-go-lucky pirate, but he somehow survives a lot of really tense situations, and one of which I would say would be dating Aura Singh. I feel like that would be a terrifying prospect. You know,
Oh, yeah.
just always,
You have to literally choose between your girl and your friends every day.
yeah, and staying alive. Um,
Hmm.
that was one fun fact I found about. The other one that I wanted to talk about is in Clone Wars. He he captures Count Dooku after promising to help
Hmm.
him, and then he ransoms him back to Palpatine. So Palpatine and like the Jedi Order send Obi Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker to save them, and then he captures them as well and
Yep.
ransoms them for like 3-1. And it's like when you think about
Hmm.
it, that's like a majority of like the three major players of the Clone Wars, and this
Hmm.
pirate has managed to like pretty much he could have ended the wars right there. And then
Yeah.
afterward, he like not only like gets off scot free, but like the Jedi are like, you're okay, you're fine. He
Yeah.
is like such a smooth talker that he like gets out of these situations where he's like, you just kidnapped Obi Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, and you live to tell the tale. Like he is
Hmm.
a cat of nine lives.
Yeah, and all in just the name of wanting more spice, really.
I know,
It's
yeah.
like and then his people try to double cross him into
Hmm.
saying that the transport never arrived, then they try to steal the spice. So not only does he capture Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Count Dooku, but he still has people on his team still trying to screw him over, and he still gets out of like all of this, like still handles it.
He's a
What a
really
pirate.
impressive. He's really impressive. Um,
Hmm.
you know, those are some early examples, and then I think when you get toward Rebels, like you start to see that, like, okay, he's starting to take a side, you know, just
Mhm.
barely, because he continues double crossing people, but at
Oh,
least
yeah.
by the end of it, he's like uh, helping the team of rebels. So
Mhm.
yeah, I just think he's such a fun character that deserves a little shout out.
Oh, yeah, and not only does he deal with major players from the Clone Wars, but he also deals with Darth Maul
Yes.
and trash talks this guy. Like, the confidence that Hondo has is just through the roof. I mean, it's Darth Maul.
I know. The
And, yeah, he's just, I can't believe he gets away with a lot of the stuff that he does say. And he survives through all of this because now he's part of Galaxy's Edge, friends with
hmm
Chewbacca and during the Resistance. So he made it with that loudmouth all the way through the rebellion leading into the Resistance.
Yeah, I mean, for someone who throws himself into the lion's den as much as he does, it's a miracle that he's still alive. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and the fact that he's kind of like the poster child of the new Galaxy's Edge area, um, and is amazing. And it also like
Hmm.
kind of hints at that like he has a possession of the Millennium Falcon too.
Yeah.
like add that to his like very long resume. Like think about, not only is he one of the few animated characters to cross over to real life, I'm pretty sure he's the only animated character to be immortalized in a Disney theme park iteration.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's it's wild.
Yes.
I mean, they spent so much money on that animatronic and they invested so heavily in Hondo that we have to think he's coming into a live action show.
That would be my
We
bet.
talk about the live action shows, and we have to get to the question: where do you think Hondo's going to show up in live action?
I've got to say that the upcoming Ahsoka series seems like ripe for it. Because
Yeah.
they're both animated characters, like grounding it. We're guaranteed to see Sabine Wren, probably see
Hmm.
Grand Admiral Thrawn, and it's like
Hmm.
kind of taking off a little bit, um, like where we left off with like the Siege of Lothal and
Yeah.
his and Hondo's participation in that. So it kind of follows that through line of where are all these characters from last we left them, where are they right
Yeah. Yeah. Because Ahsoka's going to need some help with Thrawn and finding Ezra, and I would love to see the live action debut of Hondo for that.
now?
Because I mean, also he's got his history with Ezra and all of them as
Yeah.
well. I mean, he's dealt with everybody, and I would love to see if at some point he bumped into Luke.
Yeah, I mean, he has had so many interactions with all fan favorites. My question would be, who would you love to see play him? Uh,
I want to see
on
Jim
a small,
Cummings
yeah,
play
I
him.
mean that'd be great.
You can't have anyone else play him
Yeah,
unless you did full voiceover.
yeah, it's true. I mean, you could do like a Ray Park situation that they did in Solo,
Oh yeah,
but
and Empire Strikes Back, Phantom Menace. Yeah,
yeah.
Peter Serafinowicz.
So yeah, I think there's like a number of like, I feel like there's a number of like old character actors that could be really good. Um,
Hmm.
but I honestly think that yeah, Jim Cummings is probably the best route.
Yeah, why not?
Give it to the people
It's
who know
it's
the
going to be
voice.
full makeup anyways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like we're seeing their face.
So it seems with everything that's going on in Star Wars now is we're kind of bridging the gap between 6 and 7, and I think with Mando and everything we're kind of getting like some teases of how Palpatine returned, how we got Snoke and everything. But I think a good way to bridge in a live action form adding Hondo into the mix would be, I would assume he's still smuggling spice.
Hmm.
And why not have a moment where, even if it's I don't know the broad idea of this, but what if we see Hondo meeting with Poe Dameron and Zori Bliss years before Force Awakens,
Okay,
where
okay.
they're all running Spice, and then we get more Babu Frick.
I would say yes to that, if and only for the fact that we would see more Babu Frick.
Yeah. Hey, hey!
So that he sounds
I love
like
it so much.
a miniature cab driver in New York City. He's like one of the coolest little tots in the Star Wars
Hmm.
universe, and yeah, I think showing that his participation in that little spice trade ring um,
Hmm.
would be a lot of fun, especially young like Poe Dameron
Yeah.
in the flesh. Um, so you already saw him in the Lego Halloween special. Why not see him?
I missed that one.
Oh, it was really it's really funny. I mean, I don't think any of it counts as canon because
I saw the holiday special last year, and
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that does not.
no, I don't think it would be. I think they'd have a lawsuit on their hands. But yeah, so I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, I would love just some kind of mini series. Maybe there's a bigger picture around it, but yeah, give us Hondo, Poe, Babu Frick, and Zori Bliss. It's
Yeah.
like some of the best characters from the sequel trilogy, and Hondo, who's dealt with every single person who's
Hmm.
ever existed in Star Wars, anyways.
And
So,
it gives them like a really good origin story for Poe Dameron joining the Resistance.
hmm.
Um, kind of reverse story arc, like of Solo, like going from
Hmm.
going from a smuggler to oh, he's a love leader and a pilot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the future is very bright for Hondo. I don't think
Hmm.
it's never not been that case. And yeah, next time when we meet, we'll be breaking down what I think is one of the coolest little previews of the upcoming Obi Wan series that's been a part of Disney Plus Day that recently aired.
Hmm.
So we'll be going in depth there and kind of discussing what the different background art means and breaking that down. So I'm very excited about that. But today,
Yeah, me too.
I've been Tim McGovern, and this is Dylan Polniak.
Which I've been every day.
You've been that every day, and you know what? Only you can say that, and that's a testament to your strength. And
Yeah.
this has been the key to all of this. May the force be with you.
And also with you.
Aw, thanks.